Welcome to DK Solutions Bizperation Top 5, where we are featuring tips that talk about what we've learned that works at the intersection of business and inspiration. I'm Christy Jackson. I'm an entrepreneurship coach and speaker. And listen, we are sharing what we learn as we grow. I am the CEO of DK Solutions, which offers marketing and entrepreneurship support to startup entrepreneurs. So what I want you to do is go ahead and grab a notebook. If you take notes in a app, your favorite app, or in your favorite journal, go ahead and grab that, because it's going to be important for you to work what you're writing. You can't just write it down and think that it's going to stay in your brain by osmosis. You have to practice what you're learning in these top fives. We know that entrepreneurship is not easy, and so that's why we're here to help give you that little push each week to help you overcome those struggles that you may be encountering through your entrepreneurship journey. So we're providing you strategy and inspiration to help you level up in your business. So let's dive right in. Although we work with entrepreneurs at different stages of business growth, we especially like working with startup entrepreneurs because we know the importance of building your business on a strong foundation. This week, we're going to talk about 5 ways to avoid manipulation in the marketplace. I was recently reading an article that talked about how startup entrepreneurs are the most vulnerable to manipulation and to fraud. And I really started to think about that because when you're building a business, you're really not sure where to invest your money. You're really trying to begin developing relationships with trusted vendors and trusted advisors. And so it really is easy to, be manipulated at the early start of your business. And so these are 5 ways that we've learned to minimize that risk of manipulation. Number 1, due diligence. It's your responsibility to check backgrounds, get references, find out if vendors that you're working with or service providers that you're working with have, worked with other clients, and that you can actually reach out to those to, find out what their experience was, and read those reviews. Reviews are very telling. And so it is important to do your due diligence. Check the Better Business Bureau so that you can find out if there have been any negative reviews about the particular company that you might be doing business with as a vendor. So it's up to you to do your research. Number 2, you want to trust your gut. Listen, if it's too good to be true, it usually is. You will get this feeling that, maybe this is not the right person or the right time, and you have to learn to trust that as a part of your entrepreneurial wisdom. So trusting your gut is going to be key to avoiding manipulation. And number 3, be patient. One of the most common sales tactics is, this last chance, or, hurry now so you don't miss this sales opportunity or you don't miss this buy. Listen, if it's meant for you, you're going to get it. And sometimes it's good to be patient so that you can compare. You can compare prices. You can compare service offerings. So, I've heard a statement that says your lack of planning doesn't cause an emergency on my part. So I want to tell you that plan in advance so that you're not in the position to have to be impatient in making a choice, because that's really going to put you in a place where you can be manipulated if you're, not at a space where you can be patient to, compare shopping or compare vendors. Number 4, negotiate. Don't be afraid to ask for the terms that you want, especially if you are a new customer. A lot of times the sales representatives or the companies, they will be willing to give you, perks because they want your business. So don't be afraid to negotiate with maybe payment terms or the amount of product that you're able to get at the first round of building that new relationship with that company. But again, don't be afraid to ask for what you want, because all they can do is say no. And if you don't ask, you definitely won't get it. And number 5, have a basic knowledge of fraud. You want to make sure that you are aware of the different fraud tactics that are prevalent, especially in banking, especially around credit. I'll leave a link in the description with an overview of various types of fraud that are very common with entrepreneurs. Now, this list certainly is not exhaustive. There are unfortunately lots of ways that entrepreneurs are being manipulated and taken advantage of as they are building their business. So hopefully these 5 tips will make you more aware when you're doing business, and you can be more diligent about making sure that you are not being manipulated. So thanks again for watching, and if you have any advice or tips, or you want to share an experience that you were able to come out on top when you were in a position of being manipulated, please share that in the comments, because again, we learn from each other's experiences, and it also helps us to make better choices when we're faced with these same situations. So as we discover better ways to run our business, we're going to share them with you. And so if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. Leave us a comment. We want to hear your thoughts around this week's episode. Thanks for watching, and have an amazing week.